Now, if you were, say it was the party comes up against something and you're up there attacking it and you say, heal me! And then launch a freaking full attack at the guy, that's perfectly fine. Because you would be able to shout something like that while you're attacking. But you're not going to try to be diplomatic with someone while you're swinging fucking axes and shit in their face, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's the
I get
purpose.
Yeah.
I say, boy, I think we should stop fighting and
Now,
go decide
is
our
that-
differences.
Is that a house rule? Because, like,
Hacky hack.
different skills are different things. Like, heal check is a standard action, but, like, jumping is a move action.
Okay, I'm back.
Because, like, for example, like, the Slayer has the ability to gain the snipe, little feat, so that they can use sneak attack from farther away. And the reason to do that is that you can stealth and then fire an arrow and make a stealth check immediately after as a move action to remain hidden so that you can still make sneak attacks.
Yeah, and that's an ability that gives them that. As far as something simple, like I said, if it's something simple like it comes up your turn and you jump, okay, you can jump and attack, so I'd be okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just common sense, basically. Common sense dictates. So, I mean, that's what we'll go with. Is if it makes sense, that's what we're going to go with. Like I said, you're not going to try to be diplomatic with someone and then turn around and swing an axe, because that's just not going to work. To me, that's just.
Well,
Yeah.
then would that mean that, for example, you could try to intimidate and then attack?
You could do an intimidate in conjunction with an attack. Yes.
Okay.
Junction.
No, this is Pathfinder, not Schoolhouse Rock.
Everything is Schoolhouse Rock.
See, it says using skill that takes one action, but I don't.
Well, because like
I was
in the-
fucking up Intimidate. It's
well,
like,
no, in the
oh,
book it'll
right.
tell you like what each skill does. Check. You can use an acrobatics move on a narrow surface, blah blah blah, and it'll tell you like how you can do it. Like appraising an item takes one standard action. Determining the most valuable object in a treasure hoard takes a full round action.
Yeah. Okay. Diplomacy. Using diplomacy to influence a creature's attitude takes 1 minute of continuous interaction.
There you go. So.
Oh.
Oh, so that's even longer than a round. Holy crap.
Yeah, exactly. So
Legit.
obviously,
So-
I think 1 minute is way too long to stand there in the midst of battle to try to convince someone to not hack your fucking face off. So
Probably make like diplomacy like a full round action or something.
yeah, well, it would be a full round, yes.
Yeah, and then whereas Intimidate is just, I'm reading it right now, demoralizing an opponent is a standard action.
Yeah.
So.
That's what we'll go with for future, because I actually was not aware that each different skill had a different time that it took to. So we'll just go by skill
Okay.
from now on. All right. Thanks for pointing that out, by the way, because I didn't know about that.
No problem.
And like I said, anything you got issues with, point it out, and we'll fix it. So I'm very easy when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Cool.
Wow.
Well, that skill was gone forever.
Okay, so is everybody back?
I
Yeah.
do believe so.
Yeah.
Amy, are
Yeah,
you back?
Hime came back a while. Yeah, she came back a while ago.
All right, I didn't hear her say she was back. So.
Yep.
All righty.
I thought she went to the bathroom.
She did.
Yeah, and then I came back.
Oh damn.
I'm just in the
See,
bathroom.
she did pay like a She did pee like a racehorse.
I guess so.
Girl, it takes me
As you-
25 minutes to go to the bathroom.
I don't know if it's just me, but you're coming in really broken. I couldn't
Yes,
understand.
I got
it
that
sounds
too.
like, it sounds like you're either a fan on you or Skype's just fucking up.
Yeah, let me restart my router real quick.
So you move the coffin over the grave, and As the coffin's lowered in, Father Grimgor gives a short sermon, then invites Kendra to say a few words about her father. She stands up before everybody, fighting back tears, and briefly recounts a few of her father's more courageous or self-experience. Trying to add her back.
She said she was just gonna restart her router real quick, so.
Alright, she's not going to miss much at this point anyway. She thanks everyone once again for coming. After everything's said and done, Kendra comes up and she invites everyone to her house to share stories, just remembrances of her father. Or not to her house. She asks y'all if you have anything you wish to say, invites you to come up and speak or speak a short story, something about Professor Lorrimor.
Okay, so let's see. I will walk up and stand next to her. Or rather, no, well, if this is where the burial is, I'll stand at like the head of the casket.
Okay, go ahead and make your speech.
Alright, so I remember the first time I met him. It was under dire circumstances. I had come to Ravengro to sell my wares down at the lake. It was nighttime, and I could hear the sounds of a scuffle. I went down a dark alley, and I could see him pinned down by 3 different ruffians. I knew I could not let this pass. Torag would not let me live it down. So with one of my finely crafted war axes in hand, I chased off the 3 of them and helped the man up. It turns out these ruffians were after him because he had a decent amount of income for this land. Those farmers we just took care of, well, I mean, that's about the standard amount of wealth you can expect out here, it seems. Lorrimor had far more than that, though. He was never afraid to share it with other people. He was a man who valued hard work. And as long as you had a hand to give him, he had money to give you. They were after that money, and they didn't want to work for it. He says I saved his life that day. Maybe I did, but I like to think of it as the day that I made a very good friend. Unfortunately, that friend is gone now, and the world has lost a great man. Kendra, your father was a great man, and your family, its name will carry on that legacy. To whatever end he goes to, I hope he finds peace.
Oh my god, is that music?
Make a diplomacy or a perform check. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I was wondering, I'm like, what the fuck is that
That's
coming
so
from?
romantic.
Should we light a candle and have a moment?
Hey, I thought it fit. You know, it's something that they would play at a funeral. Leave me alone.
I like it. I don't have perform
There's no
train, so I'll just
tenure.
make a diplomacy check.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you choose. Okay. Your words impress the attendees of the funeral. Everybody has a tear in their eye, and
Except Kira.
you gain a trust point.
Nice.
Does anybody else wish to speak on the professor's behalf?
I'll do a quick one.
I'm not into oversharing, but Professor
Lorrimor was the only person to give this halfling a second chance. And that is all she will say.
Okay. I will let you take your choice of a diplomacy or a perform.
Do I even have perform? I don't have either one.
Well, diplomacy can still make a train.
Oh, excuse me. let's see. If my internet wants to cooperate with me.
Oh, we lost Hime.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her back in here. I think she's still resetting.
No, she was back in here for a bit, and then
Yeah, she was in.
Yeah,
I
she
think
was
we
in
must
for a
have-
minute.
and then we lost her again.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It won't let me open up my
sheet.
How did you do?
How did you do what you did last time? It won't let me open it. Oh. How come it worked for you, not for me? It doesn't like me. Zero? Both of them are zero.
Yeah, Phil.
Yeah, fail.
Why is perform charisma? That's just strange.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I guess I would step up and make a short speech.
Okay.
I would say, well, I didn't know him long, but from what I could tell, he was a good man. He was quite injured and on the brink of death when I found him. But he showed me no ill intentions, so I healed him up, and he thanked me pretty gratefully. Until recently.
That's what you did.
Huh?
Yeah, I bet he
Yeah,
did.
I bet he did.
And until recently, I hadn't heard from him. I guess I'll never see from him again. And I will step away.
Okay, go ahead and make a perform or diplomacy of your choice.
Diplomacy. Nope.
Okay,
You guys hear me now?
Yep. You're still a little quiet, but we can hear you.
all right, anybody else?
Gar, you have nothing to say?
Okay.
He helped me once. He was a decent man.
And now, I'm Dwarf Man.
I'm sorry, my character's supposed to have a raspy voice, and that's apparently the only thing my mind can come up with tonight. So hopefully by next week I will have a different raspy voice.
Hey, you stay Christian Bale. I'm okay with that. What am I looking for?
Your face.
Your face. You're lost, Skittle.
No, he's gone forever.
I'm gonna eat all
I'm
these.
gonna eat all this until Eminem gets away from me.
Oh no, mine.
Okay, so if nobody else has anything to say, after the funeral is over, Kendra says her goodbyes to the other guests. She invites you back to her home, her father's home, for a drink and to hear his last will and testament. The Lorrimor residence is a modest home. If you look on your handouts of Ravengro, Lorrimor's home is down on the I lost somebody again.
He-Man.
Yeah, poor Hime. She is just, she's
Yeah.
having the worst luck tonight.
Lorimer's home, if you look down in the southeast corner, you'll see a little bridge crossing the river. Northeast of that bridge is a house.
There's a couple houses there.
No, there's.
The
I
big
see.
one.
I see which one he's looking at. The big house.
The big one.
The big
Yep.
one, yeah.
Yep, the big one. Yep, with the chimney. That would
Yeah.
be Professor Lorimer's house.
Oh, okay, I see which one you're talking about. The one kind of off to
That's
the
so cute.
western
Yes.
side.
Yep.
Okay.
The one with the long chimney.
Chimney.
Or wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Is that a chimney or does the house have a dick?
What the hell?
It's just, it doesn't really look like a chimney on my map, that's all I'm saying.
A chimney. A chimney.
Have some respect for the man. His house does not have a penis.